I say who Warhammers.
Who?
I say who Warhammers.
Who?
Good morning. My name is Specialist Mitchell. Today I will be giving an unclassified class on leader competency. The task and standard and condition for today. Task: explain leader competency and why it's important to have leader competency. Condition: the condition is in a virtual classroom standard to be able to teach my peers about leader competencies to better their leadership. The risk assessment today is low. If there's a fire, we will exit to the nearest and safest door. If there's an active shooter, we will barricade the door and run out the back into the woods. If you have to use the bathroom and take a phone call, please move cautiously and make sure you're not tripping over anyone's feet. All right, we're gonna get started about why is leader competency important. The importance of leader competency is no matter where you go into this world, leaders are always needed in the church, at home, in the community, and in the business, and amongst friends and peers. What is leader competency? Leader competency is core values that build up a leader. There are 8 core values of leader competency. The first one, leadership. Leadership is social influence amongst peers to accomplish a goal. Leadership does not have to be shown by leaders or high-ranking officials or important businessmen. Leadership can be shown in the lowest of levels. With leadership, you can influence your friends to better themselves, apply for that degree, go get that job, have them take the initiative to accomplish the goal. Personal mastery. Personal mastery is a person that mastered his trade. Personal mastery is a person that can control themselves, their anger. They can better themselves, physically fit. They can control their mental health. Personal mastery is pretty much mastering yourself, bettering yourself so that you can lead by example and lead with confidence. Leaders should always lead by example, but before you can lead by example, you have to master your craft. Personal mastery. Number 3, communication. Communication is very important in today's world. Being a leader, you have to communicate efficiently. If you cannot communicate efficiently, then you will not be able to accomplish tasks, mission, or achieve your goals. Today's society runs on communication. That's why we have so many social platforms, cell phones, walkie-talkies, iPhone watches, whatever. We have to be able to communicate to get the job accomplished. Adaptability. In today's world, we're always evolving. Everything's constantly changing. In the photo, you can see learn to adapt as a chameleon, because a chameleon always adapts to his environment. Just like us, the United States military, we have to adapt with today's society to be better warfighters. If not even in the military, in the churches, keeping up with what's new in the world to better help people get religious freedom. Businesses have to keep up with social media platforms or whatever is the new thing that's going to be able to market themselves. Everyone has to adapt to the society. Develop others. It's important that leaders develop other people, whether it's in your community, churches, or at your own home. You always want to leave a good mark behind, and you want to build a better tomorrow. When you develop others, you should be able to teach your peers, superiors, and subordinates. You want to be able to mentor your peers and subordinates. You want to be able to train your peers and subordinates. You know, you want to be able to make sure that when you leave, they can be able to fill your place and in the business world or whatever. You should never let leadership stop at the lowest level. You should always keep it going for the next generation. Build relationships. It's important for leaders to build relationships with their superiors, peers, and subordinates. You want to build that trust. You want them to have that trust in you. You want to be able to get to know them on a personal side as well as a professional side. You want to be able to build relationships so you can know the strengths and weaknesses that you have or that you can utilize to accomplish the mission. And you also want to build camaraderie with the team. Better camaraderie equals better morale, equals, more accomplishing and achieving goals. But building relationships doesn't always have to be with your team. You can build relationships with other people or other associates. I like to call that networking. Say, if you're in the business or in military term, we'll say in the motor pool, and you were a 92 Fox and your fuel truck needed oil. Well, you met this friend in the schoolhouse or AIT, and you should be able to call him and say, hey, can I get some oil or whatever you need, and he can bring it to you. That's networking. You want to keep those type of relationships so you can always run your job or your shop smoothly. Task management. As a leader, you always want to be able to manage tasks. It's important that you manage tasks so you won't be overwhelmed and trying to keep up with the job. With task management leads me into production. You also want to make sure that your subordinates are producing and achieving the goals or the mission. And final, achievement. It's important for leaders to be able to achieve, because if you couldn't achieve goals, you would not be a successful or good leader. You want to set goals and be able to accomplish missions and make your whole shop or business run smoothly. So that's why it's important for achievements. So, any questions? All right, thank you.